Hello, this is Dr. Nick, and I'm the incrementalist talking about living longer and living better. Smart technology for better health outcomes. Today we're going to talk about medication and medication management. Maybe you're on medications, maybe you're not. At some point you probably will be. If you're lucky, you won't. But I'm sure you're going to know somebody that's on medications and they're probably struggling. They might be going through all sorts of ruminations to manage the pills that they take. They might even be doing crazy things like this with one of these devices, which is a pill cutter. So they buy the higher dose and then cut those medications up to save money. That's the crazy world that we live in at the moment. Or maybe they're going overseas and buying them, whatever it happens to be. Either way, what we know from a health standpoint is you need to take the medication to derive the benefit. Seems obvious, but for some folks that's not the case. And we know from one of the previous shows that I ran, 50% of people are not actually taking their medications. That's an astounding number. Think about that. Over half of the folks are not taking their medications, and that's worldwide. So it's not just about the money. So how do we organize and how do we get ourselves and our family members to take those medications on a regular basis? Well, the first thing to do is to take stock, see what you're supposed to be taking, and then perhaps what you might do is think about organizing them into these kind of devices. You see them multicolors. This is for a week at a time, so each one is a day. So if you're only taking one dose, if you're taking more than that, they come in larger sizes and maybe have a different color for morning and evening, like these two. Either way, take stock of it and organize your medications. Then the next thing that's important is actually timing. And that's a real challenge. We know, and certainly there are many women in the audience who will know from taking the contraceptive pill, that timing is very important. You can actually remove some of the unpleasant side effects by taking that particular medication on a regular basis. But it's also proving to be true for lots of other medications. So I think it's important to try and take things on a regular basis. So how do you do that? Well, there are apps to help you. There's a number of them on the stores for the Android phone and the iPhone. And I personally use Medisafe. I actually met Omni Shaw a while ago. He's the founder of Medisafe. I've been really impressed with their technology. I happen to like it, and it's very simple. So it comes in a free version, so you can actually have it and use it without having to pay a subscription charge. Set in your medications, so enter them. Somebody else can do that for you, and then set the reminders, and it will remind you on a regular basis. Absolutely great technology, very simple, and it comes with this Medifriend opportunity, which I think is quite clever. Allows you to invite a friend or a family member who not only enters or can enter the data for you. So if you're suffering from a disease and struggling, you can have somebody help you and put in that information. I think that's a great idea, and they can also help track and make sure that you're taking your medication, so giving you a little bit of support. So a couple of incremental steps: take stock, see what you're taking, organize it, and then use a medication reminder tool like Medisafe. One point quickly about child safe or child-proof bottles. They're also elderly proof, and many elderly patients can't open those bottles, like my mother couldn't, and sometimes they can be embarrassed to mention it. So it's important to ask and help, and sometimes they need those medications to come in bottles that they're able to use. I'm Dr. Nick, and I'm talking about smarter technology for better health. If you like this video, if you could like it in the section below, I'd appreciate it. If you've got some comments, leave them, questions, happy to take them. Otherwise, I'm Dr. Nick, I'm the incrementalist, talking about smart technology for better health.